Hi guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. It's the weekend. We made it to Saturday. So I got a text from Josh yesterday saying that he's watching a really good case in Judge Middleton's court, but it's too long for one stream. So this is part one. Tomorrow is part two. It's just 2 parts. I didn't watch it. But I hear there's video footage of the home that's entertaining. So Judge Middleton, here we go. Thank you, Josh.
All right, we're going to address our next matter, which is TJ Pine Valley Place versus Kevin Stroop. File number is 252566. Attorney Meg Bauer is here from Legal Aid on behalf of Mr. Stroop, who is not present. Attorney Pamela Amato is here on behalf of Pine Valley Place. The manager from Pine Valley Place.
Oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day, guys. Happy Valentine's. Look, even Bobby's here today. Happy Valentine's Day.
Ashley is also present. And Susan Brenneman of the pest control company that has been dealing with this apartment for several years. And Mr. Mike Hayden, who is the fire chief for the village of Constantine and a zoning enforcement officer, is also present. I believe he's the one that's condemned these premises. And Mr. Stroop's caseworker from Pivotal is also present. Would you state your name, please?
Anna Farley, Farley.
All right. Now, when we were here January 23rd, we continued the matter for trial today. I was hopeful the matter would be resolved in that I was hopeful that they would find a place for Mr. Stroop to go. At that time, he was quite ill. He was taken, I think, by ambulance within a day or two of the hearing, and he was, I believe, in intensive care. So the matter was continued for a trial for today regarding the termination of the tenancy. I indicated I did not know his medical status. I didn't know his pickup status. I didn't know his other status. I'm not sure. I don't remember can't read my own notes. Pine Valley Place now has a new owner. And since we originally started this case a long time ago, the property has been condemned. Plaintiff has provided 144 pages of documentation, including a number of photographs regarding the current condition of the property. Ms. Fairley, would you come up and have a seat with Ms. Bauer? I'm going to ask everybody who might testify, Mr. Hayden, Ashley, Ms. Brenneman, we all please swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give in this matter would be true to the best of your knowledge and belief.
I do.
Ms. Fairley, what's Mr. Stroop's present location?
He is at his apartment on Canaris.
In violation of the condemnation order?
Objection, Your Honor. That's illegal. That's asking for
All
legal
right.
conclusion.
Officer Hayden, the condemnation order remains in effect.
Yes, it's posted as uninhabitable.
Attorneys have been working on this. I'll defer to you, Ms. Bauer. What's our current status?
First, Judge, the defense has to move for a motion for summary disposition pursuant to MCR 2.116C 8 and 10. The plaintiff admitted at the last hearing that it had sold the property. That property was sold. The transfer of interest was complete prior to the initiation of the case. Therefore, TJ Pine Valley Place is not entitled to an order of possession. A substitution of parties is inappropriate in this matter because the transfer or change of interest occurred prior to the initiation of the case documents. That means this is a question of standing, and standing means this is a question of the real party of interest. This is no different than the cases that come through all the time. Guy leases his house out to people, transfers his house to his sister, who then can evict the tenants? The answer to that question is the sister can evict the tenants and not the brother. In this case, Pine Valley Place is the brother, and LGMI5 LDHA LLC is the sister. There is no dispute that the property was sold, so judgment as a matter of law is proper in favor of the defendant. Or, stated from another angle, the plaintiff has failed to state a claim on which relief can be granted because the plaintiff, TJ Pine Valley Place, is not entitled to an order of possession or relief, which it is requesting from Your Honor.
All right. Now, there's no evidence in this. There's representations made. I haven't seen any documents regarding the sale. I don't know if there's any stipulation of facts. Ms. Amato, what's your position regarding defendant's motion for summary disposition?
Your Honor, I would sincerely argue against that. We have been retained by TJ Pine to represent the entity, whether that is owned by another company or not. We are representing TJ Pine, and it is TJ Pine that is asking for an eviction of Mr. Stroop. And all the claims that were initiated under the prior owner are still in full force and effect.
All right. The plaintiff is PJ Pine Valley Place. Pamela Amato was retained by PJ Pine Valley Place Apartments. They're the plaintiff. The lease that was entered into in August of 2025.
Wait, Your Honor, you have a lease from 2025?
I'm looking at. March 19th, no, that's not the lease violation.
The most current lease that Attorney Amato and I discussed was from 2014.
That's the lease under
That
which
is not-
he, go ahead, Ms. Amato.
Thank you, Your Honor. I was just going to say that is a lease under which he first acquired tenancy. That is not the most current lease.
Oh, I'm having trouble with my on base.
I used to manage on base, and it's not fun. It's just not. Come on, Judge, you got this. We have faith in you.
Trying to actually get to the lease.
So if you've never used on base before, it's kind of nice when it works. So, like, let's say you have an office full of paper documents. This is a document management system. So you scan your documents in to on base, okay? And then it creates digital record, but let's say it's a PDF of a contract or whatever. It scrapes all the data off of the document for you and enters that into a database. So you can then just search for things and it'll pull up the document based on any word that you search that's in there. It'll scrape like IDs and things like that. So it's pretty convenient when it works.
100 pages here. It'd be easier when this was paper.
Every time a judge starts scrolling around, I miss Judge Fleischer.
Here's the lease. The lease I have is 2/25/25. And this plaintiff is the holder of that lease and are proceeding accordingly on behalf of Team J Pine Valley Place. So defendant's motion for summary disposition is denied.
Your Honor, might I see that lease? If it was not provided in the exhibit packet?
It's in the file. It's filed December 12th, 2025. So I find that Ms. Amato has standing to represent TJ Pine Valley Place.
Not a 2025 lease.
No, there's addendums that were signed.
That's not what we spoke.
These addendums were signed.
One of them's a repayment agreement.
Well, whatever the lease is, this lease is 6/10/24. there's so many things in here. The original lease is 6/10/24. They hold it.
6/10/14.
6/10/14, thank you. The addendums were signed in February of 2025, but that she's correct, that's not the lease. They hold the lease. And he's in there in violation of my order that's been condemned. I'm not very happy about it. So this property is just in very poor condition. So we've denied the motion for summary disposition. So where does that leave us? Plaintiffs ready to proceed with their proofs?
For purposes
Yes,
of
Your Honor,
preserving
we are.
record.
Yes,
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was.
go ahead.
The defense objects to the use of video conferencing for this bench trial. There's a presumption and procedure against bench trials under Michigan Court Rule 2.408 sub A2. There are factors the court may consider when allowing virtual testimony in various capacities. Under the factors in subparagraphs 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, and 11, the defense objects to proceeding remotely. Factor 3 concerns the relative importance of the witnesses, and in this case, it appears as though the property manager and the pest control company are of high importance, so their testimony in person, that factor leans in favor of testimony in person. Factor under subparagraph 4, the opportunity for a full and effective cross-examination. Some of these exhibits are approaching 50 pages, and the witnesses are the high important witnesses. Many of them are virtual, so the ability for Mr. Stroop to have proper effective cross-examination of the witness is compromised. Factor 5 is undermining the integrity, fairness, and effectiveness of the proceedings. The defense argues that this factor weighs in their favor as well, because as exhibited by how much time we just spent looking for the lease and which lease is at issue, it's very hard to undertake a virtual hearing and understand with certainty that the parties are looking at all of the same pages. Under subparagraph 6, factor to consider is whether a defendant's physical liberty or a fundamental interest is at issue in the case. And this is a civil procedure rule. I would argue that there is nothing more fundamental about Mr. Stroop's physical liberty to an interest to live in housing and to not be homeless. Under subfactor 10, or factor 10, the defense has not waived or stipulated to virtual testimony, and we have reiterated this position multiple times. And under subfactor 11, I'm sorry, Judge, I can't read my handwriting, but
Well,
I know what your ruling is going to be.
the ruling is denied. Mr. Stroop isn't even here himself, and I haven't given an explanation for why he's not here. He wasn't excused by the court, but you don't have to come as a defendant in a civil case if your attorney appears on your behalf. It's not the same as a criminal case.
So Mr. Stroop is the defendant, we think, right?
But it's great expense and inconvenience to all these parties to come here. We've been here, I don't know, 12 times. I'm the finder of fact. I believe I can make those fact findings virtually from the testimony of the witness. Chief Hayden is here personally. Manager, I can see her clearly. The pest control company has had to suspend their operations for the day to be here present for this hearing. And your motion is preserved on the record, but it is denied also.
Thank you.
Any other motions?
No, Judge.
Ms. Amato, are you ready to proceed?
I am, Your Honor. Thank you.
Let's start with Chief Hayden.
Judge,
Yes,
do we get to do opening statements?
I guess so. Ms. Amato, do you wish to make an opening statement?
No, Your Honor, we've already spent an hour and a half of the court's time marking exhibits and hearing motions. I would rather just do a closing and proceed. Thank you.
All right, opening from the defense.
I suppose before I proceed, we should have said I did stipulate in the interest of the court's time and efficiency. I stipulated to the admission of the plaintiff's proposed exhibits 1, 3 through 7, and 3 through 8. Attorney Amato, I'll stipulate to exhibit 8. It's fine.
Thank you.
The only unstipulated proposed exhibit is exhibit 2. Now, you don't know which ones we're talking about, but I did attempt to respect the court's time.
Laura, we're having a trial, so I guess you better come. All right, any further opening statement?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. The question before you today is, has defendant's conduct given the plaintiff just cause to terminate his tenancy? Good and just cause for this particular type of regulated housing is codified at 7 CFR 3560.159, subparagraph A to I, specifically actions by the tenant which disrupt the livability of the housing, threatening health and safety. Keyword there being actions by the tenant. So the question is, has the defendant's conduct given the plaintiff just cause, or is the plaintiff looking to scapegoat an easy, vulnerable target for its ongoing neglect to keep its premises fit and habitable under the covenants of the law? As you listen to testimony, you will hear different types of treatment conflated with each other. You will hear testimony about routine inspections from the pest control company. You will also hear about specific units being testified to. You will hear testimony about days to weeks going between tenants reporting bed bugs issues and treatment and spray or other appropriate treatment actually being administered. You will hear inconsistent protocols for treatment, whether that be protocol on behalf of the landlord or protocol on behalf of the pest control company. So you will hear inconsistent decisions about when the company is to bring a dog out to inspect the unit and why. You will hear inconsistent testimony about which units were steam treated and when and why. You will hear a glassing over of the treatment done at the adjacent units to Mr. Stroop's apartment. You will hear testimony from his care team that he has had this issue for 5 years without abatement, to the extent that his care team has been unable to access his apartment and mitigate some of the issues that Officer Hayden is going to testify to. You will hear that Officer Hayden's orders were not eviction orders, but were remediable, and that the plaintiff did not take opportunity to fix those units when it could. You will hear that there has been no regular action to address normal wear and tear. The pest control company is going to testify to where they administered treatment in different units. And you will see inconsistency between Mr. Stroop's unit and other units in what is treated. You will hear that Mr. Stroop complied with treatment. And the test before you is what actions by the tenant give the landlord just cause to terminate his tenancy. In this case, Mr. Stroop has acted and his care team has acted. You will hear that they facilitated a heat treatment in his unit. You will hear that they removed his belongings. You will hear that he has not reintroduced the bugs. Rather, the pest control company and the management company and plaintiff failed to properly and fully treat those bugs under those circumstances. You should ask yourself, when they treated while you're listening to the testimony, when did they treat the vents in his unit? You should ask yourself if they sprayed the crown molding in his unit when they did in other units. You should ask yourself what they've done about the carpet in the unit and if that is where there was an issue. And you will see there is contradiction between how the units surrounding Mr. Stroop's apartment were treated and inspected before and after his heat treatment. If Mr. Stroop did not reintroduce these bugs, then the plaintiff does not have cause to terminate him. If he complied with the treatment and he did not reintroduce the bugs, which the evidence you will hear today will show, then Mr. Stroop is not the menace. The neglect of KMG Property Management Group and the ball shuffling, the shell game of the management company and the pest control company are the real menace on this property and the real reason that property continues to be condemned. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Amato, I'm not so much interested in the last 5 years of pest bug treatment, and I've heard much of this. I'm interested in the current condition of these premises that caused them to be condemned. Chief Hayden, would you come forward and be sworn, or you already are sworn, but I'll swear you again. You swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief.
I do.
Would you state your name for the record, please?
Michael Hayden, Haydon.
Mr. Hayden, what's your occupation?
I'm the ordinance officer for the Village of Constantine. I'm also the fire chief and the rental inspector.
All right. You also do zoning enforcement for other jurisdictions?
Yes.
How long have you been in fire service?
33 years.
Ms. Amato, you may inquire.
Thank you. Mr. Hayden, what do you do for the city? What are your jobs?
I am the village ordinance enforcement officer, rental inspector, and also serve as the fire chief.
And you are familiar with Mr. Kevin Stroop?
Yes.
And you have been to his apartment?
Yes, I have.
And were you at his apartment on September 11th of 2025?
Yes, I was.
And you had an opportunity to observe that apartment inside?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And did you prepare a report?
I did a post-inspection report, yes.
Your Honor, I would like to move for admission of Plaintiff's Exhibit 1, and this has been stipulated to by Ms. Bauer. It is the inspection report.
Yes, and this is where her objection has some merit to it, because where is Exhibit 1?
It's probably out of order right now. It's titled Village of Constantine Post Inspection Report dated September 11th,
September 11th
2025.
of 2025.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Attorney Amato, you proposed that to me and I stipulated to that as exhibit number 4. So,
Right.
or is that the number 4 that we discussed?
Yes, that is the number 4 we discussed.
All right, we'll call it plaintiff's exhibit number 4.
Oh, thank you, Judge.
All right, and
That's
we're not
helpful.
here
Thank
to
you, Your
mark it, and that's why it's difficult, because this is cumbersome without you being here. All right.
I feel like
This document is 2 pages.
the defense lawyer is going to drag this out a lot.
Attorney
Just a minute.
Amato?
That's correct.
Did I?
All right, here it is on the screen. Plaintiff's not here to show it to you.
I figured it out. It's that, it's the emoji that you're using, Monica. Monica, put the emoji up again. I bet you Kelly sees a square.
It's kind of constrained in this amount of space, but is that it? Your Village of Constantine post-inspection report dated September 11th of 2025?
Yes.
And you have it in front of you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, you may inquire.
Thank you. Mr. Hayden, looking at that document, what can you tell us that you observed and what you noted on that day when you were at Mr. Stroop's apartment?
It says that the apartment was dirty with overall debris, food, and other trash all over. The kitchen had dirty dishes and food all over it. There was health and safety issues that need to be corrected. The bathtub drain plugs broken, and a reinspection would needed to be done in 14 days.
Thank you. On that day, on September 11th, did you also take photographs of the apartment?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I'd move for admission of Plaintiff's Exhibit 5, and that is where the court has the photographs right there.
And this is also stipulated to admissibility?
It is, Your Honor. So the defense would ask that this not be broadcast.
All right, you can ask. We're going to share it. All right. So did you take these pictures on September 11th of 2025 on that initial inspection?
Yes, I did.
Are they fair and accurate pictures of what you saw?
Yes, they are.
All right. Here's the first picture. What are we seeing here?
That's the kitchen table. There's trash on the floor there, some food containers and stuff sitting on the table, and dirty dishes. This one is the kitchen counter. There is, I can only describe it as like a tarry substance on the right-hand side of the counter. I don't know what's on the floor. And then again, dirty dishes and remnants on the counter. So,
How did they get pictures of my kitchen without my consent?
that is a closer photo of the trash and things that were sitting next to the trash can in the kitchen. That is the top of the refrigerator. There is kind of a greasy film on it, and then some some other items that really are not a problem. The stove and counter, that's a closer shot of the condition of, there's grease and dirty dishes and some food containers there. That is the inside of the refrigerator.
And that's dirt and grease, or that's dirt at the bottom of the refrigerator.
Objection leading.
Yes, dirt and possibly a mold, but I did not have it tested or inspected. It just
Speculation.
that is the inside of the refrigerator. The dark areas are shadow, but you can see that there is some dirt and again the black spots in the freezer area with the food.
Now I don't know if the very top of my refrigerator is clean because I saw that picture. I need to go, guys. I'll be back in a few minutes.
That is the living room area. He has clothes and stuff piled up in the area, and that's the chair that's in the living room. There are bed bugs shown in a different photo coming up. It is hard to see in the picture, but that is the seat, and there are bed bugs and eggs in that chair. There were some live at the time. And there's also some eggs or debris on the floor. That is the bedroom and the cot Mr. Stroop sleeps on.
Where's the cot? That black thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That is a close-up of the cot. It is hard to see in the photo, but over by the white blanket or whatever, there was a bed bug that you can see clearly. There were other smaller ones around the blanket. That is the bathroom sink. It's just poor lighting. It's not, I don't know what that orange is. It's just poor lighting. Just the condition of the sink, which really isn't an issue at this point. There was no violation there, just taking a picture for documentation. This is the bathroom. The floor has something all over it. In that picture there, the forefront is a shadow, but in the back, it has, I don't know, something on the floor that it just was sticky to walk on.
What's on the right? Is that the shower or a tub?
Yes, that's the bathtub shower, which is the next photo.
And were there feces in the toilet? Is that what we're seeing, all that brown?
Yes, that's, you can see that better in an upcoming photo.
I've seen it well enough.
Thank
That is the bathtub. Like I stated, the drain was broken, the plug, so that it doesn't hold water. And then it's just dirty.
All right, that's enough of that one. Condition of the toilet.
That is just another shot of the bedroom as I was going back out.
That's not too bad. I've seen worse
The
bedrooms.
last photo is more of a close-up of some of the bed bugs and
Are they
other-
bed bugs? Those little orange things, is each of that a bed bug? Is that what they look like? Like orange? I always thought black. They can't be all bed bugs. Is that a big pile? That can't be a big pile of bed bugs. Right? No. Right? That's not bed bugs, right? I don't know what that orange stuff is. It can't be a big pile of bed bugs. Okay.
eggs and things.
All right, that's the last of the pictures for Exhibit 5. All right.
And Mr. Hayden, you after you did your inspection, what was your finding?
On the 11th, I failed the apartment and notified management that it would have to be re-inspected. I also told Mr. Stroop that it would need to be re-inspected in 14 days.
And when you say you failed the apartment, what does that mean?
It was a rental inspection. We do biannual or every other year inspections for code and health. And because of the conditions, it failed on the health side. So it would need to be re-inspected to have a certificate of approval.
And did you do another inspection in 2 weeks?
I did.
And were those the photographs that you took on October 2nd?
I believe it was the 25th I did the re-inspection.
Oh, I'm
25th
sorry,
of
got a little ahead of, yes. And did you at that time do an ordinance violation notice?
Yes.
Your Honor, Ms. Bauer and I have agreed to Plaintiff's Exhibit 6, which is the ordinance violation notice.
No objection, therefore, Your Honor.
Well, let me find it. I'll stop the share. Thought it was next up. Again, that's a difficulty with not having. These are October 2nd pictures. Is that where you've got it placarded on the? All right. Let me look for that. There were. Well, let's just use the paper copy that you got there. Well, here it is. I found it. Exhibit number 6 is ordinance violation notice dated 9/25/26.
Is that illegal? V, would that be against the actual law to get bugs in someone's apartment? Here's what I ask. When I was going through a divorce, I was with a group of ladies who were also going through a divorce, and we were gonna we weren't really going to, we were just talking about it. We were gonna start a business, of we will infest your ex's new place with whatever you want, bed bugs, roaches, lice. Just let us know. $200, we'll get it done. Is that illegal?
All right, here it is. This is Exhibit 6. All right, well, you may inquire as to the exhibit.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Hayden, you prepared this document,
Yes, I did.
and what did you observe that you noted on September 25th?
The conditions of cleanliness were better, but there was still evidence of bed bugs and some other cleanliness issues. So under the International Property Maintenance Code and the rental ordinance, violation was issued for the sections of the tenant responsibilities, which are noted in the paragraph there.
You also noted, you said unsanitary conditions in the kitchen and the bathroom.
Mainly in the bathroom, I believe, at that point. There were still some in the kitchen, but the dirty dishes and food were cleaned up on the second visit.
Okay. And did
What's
you
the
at some
effect
point, oops, sorry.
of this notice?
This notice gave Mr. Stroop an additional 14 days to bring the apartment back into compliance, or he was going to be issued a citation under both ordinance or under the rental ordinance.
Did you share that with Mr. Stroop?
Yes, he was given a copy.
All right, Ms. Amato, you may continue.
Thank you. Did you in fact issue a certification to Mr. Stroop, a citation?
Yes, I went back on October 2nd and the apartment still failed, so he was issued a citation.
It feels
And
like
did you at that,
that apartment would just take a little bit to clean it up. I mean, it's not like there were piles of trash everywhere. The kitchen table was only this big. And I mean, he didn't have the whole kitchen counter wasn't covered in dishes and trash. There were some, but I don't know why in 14 days he couldn't get it clean. It was, I mean, there were parts of it were really bad. He would have to scrub and bleach and scrub and bleach and do an exorcism around that toilet, but it didn't look that bad that he can't clean that up.
time also declare the unit to be uninhabitable?
Yes.
And in declaring the unit uninhabitable, did you post a notice on the door?
I did. And on the patio door as well.
I wonder if he got
Move for
that
admission
black stuff off the kitchen floor. I wonder what that is.
of Plaintiff's Exhibit 7, Your Honor, which has been stipulated to, and that is the green danger sign.
That was posted on the door.
Yes, Your Honor.
Exhibit 7 may be admitted.
And Mr. Hayden, you indicated that was posted on the front door and on the sliding glass door?
Yes.
Okay. And what does that mean to you when you say that or what does that mean when you call a unit uninhabitable? What is that?
The notice on the door says it is unsafe for human occupancy or use. And under the ordinance, it also revokes the certificate of approval for it to be a rentable unit.
And what does that mean?
That means that no one can eat, sleep, drink, or otherwise occupy. They are permitted to come and go to get items, personal items out of it, or to make repairs, or in this case, remediate the cleanliness and the bugs. Or anybody can do that, but no one's supposed to be sleeping there or eating there.
And did you explain that to Mr. Stroop?
I did.
And what was his response?
Initially when I posted it, he said he would have to make arrangements to leave. I referred him back
But
to his ACT team in Pivotal, to help him, or DHS workers to help him.
And you heard Ms. Bauer today state that Mr. Stroop is still living there, correct?
I don't know that I stated that exactly, but
Is that correct, Mr. Hayden?
That's what I heard, but so is you.
I heard it referenced that he was still at the unit. I don't remember who said what.
And, okay, and that is in violation of, your ordinance, correct? I'm sorry, your,
Of the
certification.
posted notice, yeah.
Posted notice, okay. Thank you. Did you then also have an opportunity to go back to the unit on October 2nd?
That was when this notice was posted and the citation was issued.
Okay. And did you take pictures that day as well?
I did.
And what exhibit is that?
Exhibit 8, Your Honor, and that's been stipulated
Exhibit
too.
8?
Yes.
All right.
I'm probably defense stipulated.
And defense has again indicated that she stipulated to exhibit 8. I didn't know what it was at the time she represented it, but she's confirmed it. All right. Are these the photographs that you took on October 2nd of 2025 at this apartment 17?
Yes, they are.
Are they fair and accurate pictures of what you saw?
Yes, they are.
All right. What are we seeing here?
This is again the kitchen counter. The brown stain is still there. However, it appears to be a stain on the counter, but there are some other food items in there, and there's a couple of cleaning items also. This is the other side of the counter. There's a few dirty dishes in the sink, and then the counter has that stain and discoloration and kind of a grease. The same with the stove. It's the pans were, I believe, clean, but the stove still is kind of has that grease on it. This, I should have made notes on it because it's a big gray spot. I believe this is the entrance to the bedroom, and there was a some kind of a stain on the very top of that photo. The bottom is a shadow, but I really can't see good on this picture. This one is the corner. You can see in the corner there were they were bugs and flies, I believe, that were in the corner by that baseboard. The refrigerator again has the food in it, but it still has the dirt and stains or whatever is in the bottom.
Okay, the refrigerator looks 10 times worse in this visit than it did 14 days ago in the other visit. I didn't see all that the first time.
This one is the chair again. There is some bugs on it. There were some live. That is not all bed bugs. Some of that is dead stuff that just wasn't cleaned up, but there were live bugs also.
Mr. Hayden, is some of that tobacco?
Some of the bigger pieces are something like tobacco. Yeah, he does roll his own stuff. This picture, I did circle the bugs that were there. That is on a jacket that's laying on that cot. And then we're back to the bathroom, and it still has that whatever sticky debris on the floor. I don't know what happened to pages 10 through 15.
So that's the end of it?
That's the end of this exhibit, yes.
Hayden, did you cite the facility?
I did not.
Why not?
Because in my opinion as a rental inspector, they had met the safety code violations, and the problem with the apartment appeared to me to be the tenant and the cleanliness of maintaining it under the section of the ordinance for tenant responsibility.
When you spoke with Mr. Stroop, did he indicate that he wanted help?
He told me he was trying to take care of things, but everybody just wanted him to throw stuff away.
Did you notice any bed bugs on Mr. Stroop when you saw him?
I don't recall if I saw any bed bugs, but he has several bites on his arms and legs.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no further questions.
All right. Ms. Bauer, you have questions for Chief Hayden?
I do, thank you, Judge.
I feel bad for him. I want to go clean it up for him real quick.
September, the first September of 2025, the first time you'd ever inspected Mr. Street's apartment.
Was it the only time?
The first time, or had you inspected
No,
it?
it was inspected 2 years prior.
Were the countertops stained when you inspected it previously?
I do not remember.
Is removing the stains on the countertops necessary to resolve the ordinance violation?
No, not stains on the countertop. Grease or whatever is on that and the stove would need to be cleaned. But not.
He did point out a lot of stuff that doesn't matter at all for code. Like if you have 4 pieces of clothes on a bedroom floor, that's not against code. It was blocking the door, so it's a fire hazard or escape hazard or whatever, then it's a problem. But and the stuff that was on top of the refrigerator, not against code. It's not a hazard. So there was no reason for him to point out stuff that is not against code.
Main thing for the posting of it was the bed bugs and sanitary conditions, mainly in the bathroom.
So when you re-inspected on September 25th,
Yes.
if there were no bed bugs, is it possible the unit would have passed inspection?
Objection calls for speculation.
Well, that's his area of expertise. I'll note your objection, but overrule it.
It would have probably failed the inspection, but I don't know that I would have posted it if it didn't have the combination with the bed bugs.
Is there rusty water in Constantine or hard water?
Yes.
That was not
Is
rusty
there
water.
rust in some of the water photos that we have reviewed today?
I don't know if I call it rust, but it would be hard water stain, yes.
Is it required for a tenant to remove hard water stains in order to pass an
No.
inspection? in your estimation, was some of the black on the counters and on the floors, did that appear to have permanence?
You mean on the kitchen counters?
And the kitchen floors, yeah.
Yes, I would say it's probably stained with something. The issue being it's like a tarry feel to it, because the first inspection I did touch it. I didn't in the previous. It was almost like, well, there was a coffee pot there, so maybe burnt coffee or something.
And you don't remember seeing that kind of staining 2 years prior?
I do not recall, no. I couldn't say either way.
Okay. Did you provide a copy? I think you said this. You provided a copy of the inspection report to the property management?
Yes.
Did you hear from the property management company after that?
Regarding the re-inspection?
Regarding the unit?
Yes, I set up a time to meet with them on the 25th. And then I told them I was going back on the 2nd. They did not go with me on the 2nd. And then I told them that the property was uninhabitable and he should not be staying there. The previous management.
Have you had any interaction with the current management company?
Not regarding this case, but to re-register the units, they did a register to switch as far as the management company.
And did either management company provide you with any bed bug treatment receipts?
No.
Did they provide you with any dates that they had treated
No.
the unit? And they didn't tell you they were treating the unit?
They told me that it was being, I think the word they used was steam cleaned or steam treated. And that they were in this action.
Your Honor, objection is to hearsay, what the management company may or may not have said.
The management company is a party. The party statements an exception to the hearsay rule. Just
Sure.
like a party, of anything that Mr. Stroop said would also fall under the exception to the hearsay rule.
Well, it's also the management company. I don't know.
Agent,
Who is that person?
The property manager, I believe her name was Shannon.
the defense would renew that if that's not a party statement, then they're not the real party in interest.
They are a party, and there is a hearsay exception for parties. Although the plaintiff can't bring in hearsay. This is the defense questioning the plaintiff's witness. So I'll allow the statements. If Ms. Amata was to ask him these questions, you could object. But you're asking him on behalf of the defense as an adverse party. So for that purpose, it's not hearsay.
So just to backtrack, Officer Hayden, property management company indicated to you sometime between September 2025 and October 2025 that they were steam treating the unit.
Actually, I believe it was after the citation was issued. So
Is the steam treating for the bed bugs? So if you have a steamer, you can just steam bed bugs out of a house? Is that what they're saying? Someone explain this to me.
it probably would have been after October, but I can't swear to what time frame. And just remember her telling me, because I wanted to follow up and ask her, you know, because I was trying to get the man back into his apartment. So I said, has it been treated yet? And they said that they were working through things. It was slated to be, and I think she called it steam treated, and that there was a plan being put in place. I don't remember the terms of that plan or what it was. But once they had notified me that there was an eviction, I backed off any further enforcement because I can't put him out. It's just an order that then nobody's supposed to live there.
Did you ever receive any receipts for steam treatment?
No. No documentation. It was only verbal between Shannon and myself.
So as far as you're aware, you have no evidence that the unit was ever steam treated in that period. And did you tell Mr. Stroop that he was being evicted?
No. I told him that this was not an eviction.
And did you tell him that it could be remediated?
Yes, I said once the bed bugs and the cleanliness was remediated, I would re-inspect and then reinstate the certificate of approval.
In your estimation, would it take more than a couple of hours to clean the non-bed bug issues in that apartment?
Objection as to this witness's ability to talk about cleaning an apartment, and what is his opinion as to relevance?
Sustained. I do have a question. Did you ever reinstate the occupancy permit for this apartment?
No.
So on one hand, did you tell Mr. Stroop that you were saying he couldn't live there, but it was not an eviction?
Yes, I told him he could not live there, but once it was cleaned and re-inspected, he could move back in.
Did you tell Pine Valley Place they couldn't rent the property in that condition for human habitation?
I notified them that it was posted unsafe for human habitation.
Has that ever been lifted?
No.
All right, Ms. Bauer, further questions?
Did you cite any other units in your annual inspection?
Citation issued or failed inspections?
Both.
No tickets, but there were, I believe on the one, the very first one, exhibit. Number 4, they're mentioned at the bottom, 16, 17, and 24.
Do you see bed bugs in apartments a lot when you inspect? Let me rephrase. I'm sorry. Let me withdraw that question. Have you inspected apartments with bed bugs that are not Mr. Stroop's?
In this complex or anywhere?
Anyway,
Yes.
and you've seen varying levels of infestations.
Yes.
Where do bed bugs, when you see them, you most often see them by beds?
Yes, furniture, they tend are to be found where a person or clothing accumulates because of the dead skin cells is what they live off, I guess. So around
Thank
beds,
you,
blankets, chairs, furniture type of stuff like that.
I'd like you to look at page 5 of Exhibit 8.
Which one?
8, page 5 of 8.
Okay.
You testified earlier that there were bugs in this picture.
I think I said dead flies. If I said bugs, I meant flies.
So there are no, you don't recall seeing any bed bugs on the floor in his unit?
Yes, I did, but they were by the chair. This, I believe, looking at the tile, that's tile in that picture that you referred to on 5. So that would have to probably be either in the kitchen corner of the kitchen, by the table, or the bathroom, because that's the only 2 places that are tiled.
Did you see bed bugs in the bathroom?
No. I don't believe there were bed bugs in this picture. I think these were dead flies. The bed bugs in these photos would have been page 7. And as you pointed out, that's not all bed bugs, but there are, and they're hard to see in these pictures. And then in page 8, and the 2 of those that I circled.
You ever see bed bugs around baseboards?
I have, but generally there's clothing, something there for them to like hide under or whatever.
Have you ever encountered bed bugs in venting, like HVAC systems?
Your Honor, objection as to relevance for
Yeah, I'm
this
not
case
clear
at
where we're
hand,
going.
if we could limit the, yeah.
It's relevant to the source of the infestation and whether the bugs transfer between units or not. Well, it's relevant to the harm of the infestation just as much as it's relevant to where they're coming into the unit and to the efficacy of the treatment protocol undertaken by the plaintiffs. Because this case is about whether Mr. Stroop himself acted poorly and who is responsible for this bed bug infestation and proper remediation of it. So I believe, so the questions are relevant, but I won't dwell on them.
All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, if I could respond to that? If we're going to be asking questions about,
I can explain it in one word, Sandra. Hillbilly.
sorry,
Let me tell you where we are. Right now, I have enough evidence to terminate this tenancy. I don't need to go into 5,000 pages of bed bug treatment. This apartment has been condemned and declared to be unsafe for human habitation. That information was relayed to Mr. Stroop. It was also relayed to the apartment complex. It doesn't matter who started it or how it got there. This apartment is presently unfit for human habitation and has not been lifted. If I understand, the defendant continues to live there. I don't need to know how it got this way. It is this way, and he's in it. And the apartment is prohibited from renting it. He's also continuing to get bit up by bed bugs and living in a filthy environment. So I have enough evidence right now, based on the testimony that's been given regarding the fact that the apartment has been declared unfit for human habitation. The complex has been notified, it hasn't been lifted, and the defendant is still there. So I'll let her finish her cross-examination, but as far as I'm concerned, you don't need to present any additional evidence. The defendant will have an opportunity to present evidence, but I believe you've met your burden based on the testimony I've heard so far. Ms. Bauer, you may finish your cross-examination of the witness.
May I respond to that?
No, You can finish the cross-examination of your witness, and then you can make your argument at the time we get to that.
Mr. Hayden, are you aware if this property is subsidized?
I believe it is, but I don't know any of the, I haven't seen any of the documentation, but I believe several of them are.
Okay. At this date and time, could actions be taken that would make this unit habitable?
Yes.
So this violation could be cured.
Yes.
And the single biggest reason this violation is not cured, or has not been cured so far,
All right,
is
Josh,
because it
I'm
is
gonna
still
tell them. Remember, guys, I told you at the beginning, this is part 1. We're going to finish part 2 tomorrow night.
infested with bed bugs.
Not the single. There were other,
Biggest.
it is a large one, but the cleanliness and health issues also go with it.
Oops, the cookies are gone. Sorry.
You indicated at your reinspection that the housekeeping issues had been improved,
Yes.
and that Mr. Stroop indicated a desire to fix the issue.
Yes. He told me he had been cleaning on the kitchen.
And has Mr. Stroop ever been hostile to you?
Not to me, no.
He's always cooperated.
Objection, Your Honor.
On what grounds?
I don't know how old he is, but I know there's more involved in this. It's coming.
As to relevance,
Yes, what's the relevance of it?
This is subsidized property, and the plaintiff must have good and just cause on behalf of the actions of the tenant to warrant an order of possession. So whether or not the property is livable and how it got that way is relevant to whether Mr. Stroop should be in that unit or another unit, but not relevant to whether they have proper cause to terminate his tenancy. This is a subsidized complex that receives money for disabled individuals.
All right.
And they have a duty to them.
You-
He has not been hostile.
All right, fine, he has not been hostile.
Chat is sometimes hostile. Just warning you.
The last thing I have on my list to ask you about. I guess it's two things, but is that your phone, Officer Hayden? Looking at page 9 of Exhibit 8. The toilet is cracked. Did you notice the toilet running a lot?
No.
And is it customary for tenants to be responsible for fixing broken drains?
No.
Was the drain in this complex ever fixed?
Don't remember.
Did you re-inspect for a broken, you cited him for a broken drain though?
Well, initially, on the initial inspection, the broken drain was noted, yes. It would have not been uninhabitable for just a broken drain, so I don't believe I paid attention to it on the second inspection.
I just feel like if I had a house that I was going to rent out, it would be included in the rent, and they would know it, that like a cleaning lady comes once a month. Like just once a month, a cleaning lady comes through. It's included in your rent, just like trash, water, sewer. That's all included in the rent. You know, this she's gonna come once a month. And then, you know, I would have my own little cleaning ladies that I pay X amount for. Not deep clean, not anything like, just to keep everything nice and even, you know?
Okay. Did you ever receive evidence that the broken drain had been repaired from the plaintiff? Did they ever?
I don't believe so.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, anything further, Ms. Amato?
Just two questions, Your Honor. Ms. Bauer asked you about hard water and rust. You wouldn't have failed an inspection for rust, would you?
No.
Okay. You mentioned tarry substance. It's an unidentified substance, right?
You're talking about the kitchen sink? Yes. I don't know what it was, just was
Yes.
kind of just trying to describe it, yes.
Okay. Any idea how long something has to be left in a certain condition before it becomes tarry?
I do not know.
Okay. Fair amount of time, though, would you say?
More than likely.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may step down.
Yes, Chef Mike. Chef Mike lives
All
in my
right.
house. The
Ms.
microwave.
Amato, you have an opportunity to call further witnesses. I can't preclude it, but as I indicated, I've found enough at this point from the testimony of Chief Hayden. Do you wish to call any other testimony?
No, Your Honor, I'll defer to the court.
All right. Ms. Bauer may have a different view of it. Ms. Bauer, do you wish to call any witnesses on behalf of the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor, I wish to call the property manager's witness.
All right. That would be Ashley. Is your last name Keen?
Thank you so
Kasner.
much, Zach. Thank you.
Kasner. All right.
Ms. Kasner?
Just a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge.
I did swear you in previously, so assume that you're under oath here. All right. You may inquire.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Kasner, who is your employer?
Superior Management.
How long have you worked for Superior Management?
I have been with Superior since September when they bought a previous property.
You are responsible for the property at 1050 Canaris Street,
Yes.
and who owns that property?
Superior Management.
And when did Superior Management take ownership of this property?
December 11th of 25.
Are you familiar with the rental accounting of the property on Canaris Street?
No.
So you are unfamiliar with with the accounts, the status of outstanding accounts for Pine Valley Place?
We are still getting the property set up and settled. So I
Who
have
what your
looked at
company is?
accounts, but
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I didn't realize you weren't done. You could go ahead.
What did you ask me?
Have you reviewed the rental records for Mr. Stroop's property?
To a minimum, yes.
Is Mr. Stroop's account delinquent?
I don't know.
Has your complex received money on behalf of Mr. Stroop's tenancy?
We have, but we have not cashed either check that we have received due to the eviction in progress.
Which two checks are you referring to?
2 checks we have received from Michiana Guardianship in the amount of $270 per check.
What months are those rent checks for?
They would have been for December and January. February, I'm sorry.
So it's fair to say that rent was paid for December.
We have received a check, but it has not been applied to his account due to the eviction that has been in place.
Did you send the checks back?
We actually have them on hold right now.
You said those checks were for 200 and change, right?
$270.
His rental rate is more than $270 though, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Do you receive money from anywhere else for this unit?
No.
Your Honor, objection as to this line of questioning. This is not a non-payment of rent case. I don't know why we're getting into the,
I think she's
Who
trying
pays
to
what,
establish a
when?
park forest defense that rent was received after the notice was received, but I'm not sure where we're going.
That is exactly part of the question, Your Honor. The other part of the question is that if this property is so uninhabitable and he's not authorized to occupy it, but they are still willing to collect rent for it.
Well, she indicated they haven't accepted the rent pending the case. It's in limbo, but they haven't applied it to his account.
Which they have, the checks were tendered and they were presented
Yes.
and they were not returned. No notification. Well, I'm sorry. Ms. Kasner, did you tell Mr. Stroop that you were holding on to his checks?
No.
Did you tell Michiana Guardian that you were holding on to his checks?
No.
Did you? Okay. And I just want to be clear. You're holding 2 checks.
Correct.
Ms. Kasner, have you ordered pest control or hired a pest control company to treat Mr. Stroop's unit for bed bugs?
Not yet. We do have an appointment with Orkin on Tuesday, the 16th, between 12 and 2 to start assessing the property.
Were you aware of the fact that this property was in violation of the Constantine Township, Village of Constantine ordinances?
No.
Are you aware of that now?
Yes.
Were you aware of that at the first hearing when it was mentioned?
Yes.
And did you contact a pest control company between the first hearing and this hearing
Yes.
for Mr. Stroop's unit? Specifically for Mr. Stroop's unit?
For his unit and all other units.
And what was your plan?
To have not only his, but the rest of the property assessed and move forward with treatment?
Have you had the rest of the property assessed yet?
No, we have an appointment on Tuesday, the 16th.
I suppose for purposes of the record, the call was disconnected and the witnesses disconnected, right?
Well, the record maintained. It didn't go on the Zoom or YouTube, but the record recorded it.
The transcript.
Yes.
This long pause here would have been an excellent place for me to stop for the day. Instead, I stop in 4 minutes from now. Probably mid-question. Maybe not.
I'm sorry, there's a
We're back up. Are you ready to go?
Yeah. I believe the question I asked when we were disconnected was, you had said you were going to have the property evaluated by a pest control company, something like that, right?
Correct.
Have you had that evaluation done?
No, it is set to be done Tuesday, the 16th.
Of February?
Yes.
By Orkin?
Yes.
Are you an on-site property manager?
Will be.
Objection, Your Honor, as to the relevance of this question.
Well, she can answer it, but you're apparently not yet an on-site manager.
Correct.
When did you become aware that there were bed bugs in Mr. Stroop's unit?
When we took over and we had went through his paperwork in regards to the eviction.
You didn't discover at that time that his unit was posted as uninhabitable?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
You didn't discover at that time that his unit was posted as uninhabitable?
It would have been probably mid-December.
Have you had a conversation with Mr. Stroop?
No. I have been to his unit to try to do so, but have had no such luck. I've actually been there twice.
Roundabout when?
I can probably give you an exact date here in just a second.
Are you going to be referencing something that has not been admitted as an exhibit?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't know off the top of your head, though?
No.
Are you looking at anything else right now?
Paperwork that's next to me.
Paperwork that's not relevant to this case?
It is relevant to the case. That's all the exhibits.
Okay. That's all you're looking at?
Yes.
Okay, guys, I told you there was more. There is more. There is more, and we're going to see it tomorrow evening. Maybe I should start tomorrow evening with pictures of the unit before we go. I won't. Guys, thank you so much for coming out today. I appreciate it. I really do. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Behave. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Well, I thought I'd write a happy song. I found a chat room where I belong. You don't know how much it means to me. With such a groove, I'm less lonely. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her smile shines bright, she's got that grace. Come join the fun, it's a welcome and play. I can count on distraction from my pain, 'cause this creator takes you there and back again. Kathy is the heart here, always in stride. Her work is hard, but her joy she can't hide. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her style is classy, she's always top shelf. Don't take my word, come and see for yourself. Her cases are new with a twist or two. I really like them, I believe you will too. A little lifeline passed along in rhyme. Why don't you join us? It's a guaranteed good time. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her smile shines bright, she's got that grace. Come join the fun, it's a welcoming place. And so in conclusion, I'll wrap up this song. I hope I didn't miss anything that would be wrong. Hope I see you around. Don't stay on the shelf, join in the laughter. Come and see for yourself.